Well, welcome back. As you can see, winter's upon us. So, it's going to be pretty interesting. I know last year it was really difficult to get down here, so I got to figure something out, keep this project going. But anyways, I just want to provide an update on my timber frame package. I have three 8x8s by 16 and two 8x8s by or 3x8s three 8x8s by 20, and I also have 18 4x8s by 14. So they're going to be ready sometime this week. So the next time you see me, we'll have that package here, and we'll get going on continuing this project. So, but I thought maybe I could show you some interesting resources that I work from, and I think it's always a good idea to have a good set of books and whatever it is, resource to refer to, and to figure out how we want to do things, and yes, we have a set of plans, and I followed plans for many years, being lead hand, foreman, all that, supervisor, and on most of all the jobs that I've had, to ensure proper structure was being performed and met. So I used to study a lot of plans long before we even get started on the job site. So by the time I set foot on the job site, I know this building inside out, and because I've been studying it for at least 2 months, 3 months ahead of time, and to grasp what needs to be done, right? So a good set of plans are well designed, signed off, architectural and structural engineering, right, and blueprints. So they are a guide. So we must look through all the sheets, all the prints, and to see where changes need to be made. Because I know I came across lots of prints, lots of plans, and some of them are just not able to do. They misplace things in there, and so we have to. That's why we study them, right? And then we do the best we can to follow that plan, to exceed it, to make sure that the blueprint is met. So they are a guide, and then we follow it. Okay, well, I'm going to show you the books that I have at home. So you're going to see a sneak peek of what I follow or what I learned from. All right. In the meantime, I'm down here. I've got to get my generator and stuff like that for my other job that I'm working on, and get that all wrapped up for this year. Because it's once that snow's in up there, it's going to again make things slow things down. All right. I'll show you what I have, and then you can see what I have. All right. Okay. I'm going to go through a few books that I think it would be really find it interesting for referencing. So I have a few books that I want to show you. So if you want to get into timber framing, I believe you should have something to work from. So I have Building a Classic Timber Frame House, Plan and Design, Traditional Materials, Affordable Methods. So let's jump right to the back and to the index. and it gives you lots of references. So let's have a look at this. So there's all kinds of things, anything to do with constructing a building, you'll find it in here. So this one here is by Jack A. Sorben, an architect builder specialized in timber frame building. He holds a Bachelor of Architect degree at the Rhode Island School of Design. So I always say, if you want to learn something, you learn from the best people, and that way you can build quality products. So as you've seen in my earlier videos, this is what I had used when I was doing some of the work. Let's get some better lighting here. Is that better? There we go. Okay, so let's just go through the books. So I happen to have a duplicate copies when I ordered books, so I have 4 duplicates here. So this is my first book here that I've got a few years ago. It has a complete plan for 12 by 16 cabin. So it gives you all the whole details on how you can do the cabin. It gives you right from it gives you a timber list, cut list for what you need, and it shows you, gives you pictures. I always find it interesting to have when they give you a picture along with the explanations and how things should look. So this will be what I will be doing next. It's very similar to this when I do the braces. So what right here you can see they're doing an offset, 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch in towards the material, so they will pull it together instead of pulling it apart. When they pull it together by 1/8, it's pulling everything together. So this is one book that I have. This is another book. This I've had this for a while. It has all kinds of different. I really like this design. I'm going to try that one of these days. This is pretty interesting. I like that. Right here, I like to incorporate that in one of my builds one of these days. So this is by Steve Chappell. Here's another one. Very good resource. Stuart Elliott and Eugene Wallace. This is another, gives you lots of illustrations. The more illustrations, the better. Again, it gives you detail on how to do a brace. So we'll go through that when I start doing work on my project. As you can see, and my other, when I did the floor, I did exactly this kind of setup, but I didn't cut right through. I stopped back here, and that's where I got this from. There, like that. So this is where you learn how to do the dovetail. And this is what I did. It's very similar to this, but I didn't do exactly this style of pocket for the floor. And it tells you all the explanations and what each piece is called. This is the end girth, corner posts, of course. And each one of these systems is a bent. These are the sills, brace, and this is a plate, top plate, and joist, girt. Okay, and here's another book by Jackson Sorbet and Roger Schroeder. This is a very good book for resourcing. Shows you all kinds of ways to work your project. So we got that one. This is a more modern, revised book, updated. Design and construction and finishing. So I'm very interested in the SIP panel where do you have styrofoam sandwiched in between two pieces of plywood or OSB, and so it shows you different methods and how it can be done. I could go on and look and go right through. This is all very interesting, of course. And this is another book that I worked from. As you see there's the dovetail that I did in my floor plan. Exactly just like that. The measurements are a little bit different. And this is what I did here for the joist. I cut it back. I tapered it back like that, and it tells you, why you might want to do this. There's always potential cracking if you do this because there's a weight load directly in that corner, so it might split. So you want to cut that back. Taper it back and may help it from stop checking. So those are good pointers to keep in mind when you do work like that. So there's a scarf joint, different types of scarf joints that you could use. I have a few plans, and there's some more different types of wind bracing. They call it knee bracing or whatever. Knee brace, wind brace. Yeah, it's all very interesting. I did something similar to this design here a few years ago at a job in town here. There you go. You see class. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Very interesting technique here. Cornered joints at sills. That's very interesting. Very interesting. All kinds of different ways. I find it. I was going to do something like this, where there's a housing and then you got your dovetail, but I didn't do it. My cabin. This is a small cabin. So there's that's what these are my timber framing books. I have I also have log building books that I'm very interesting in. I have all kinds of resources here: craft a log building with logs, detail, building with logs, classic hewn logs. I love this design. And then there's some smaller books, Log Cabin, The Secrets. This is a revised log construction manual. This right here, he's scribing the top log to the bottom log, so we have a nice fit. This is the book I used when I was timber framing, or not timber framing, log construction school. It has some of the things that we use. So lots of good information in that. There's some more. I got all kinds of information. We also do, you know, different techniques of doing this. And this is what I'll be doing this weekend, is I'll be learning how to dovetail. There's different types of dovetails to do, and I'll share that with you when I come back. Yeah, once I do log building. So we have that, and I'm very interested. There's some other some more books that are interesting. Stonemasons, buildings with stone builders book. I also do a little bit of blacksmithing, you know, that you could incorporate that into the house, like doors. And I got some other interesting books, harvesting your own lumber. Okay, here's another log building book. And so I'm always interested in natural process permaculture property. I didn't hear this word before. We just did it all organic, normal. And over here, we have some more other books that very interesting, because I am getting a brand new sawmill for where I work. So this is really interesting book. Of course, we have the Harvest Your Own Lumber, how to fell, dry saw, and mill your wood. I've had this woodlot management book for quite a few years. This is a very good book to if you ever have a woodlot or a forest on your property, and how to manage it, and the trees. And so, and then you got books like I got this from Norwood. They sent me this. So it's always good to have different types of books, not just one source of book. I get different books from all kinds of people. There's a lot of resources out there, lots of people ready to help you. You know, the more knowledge that you can get, you know, the better materials, the better decisions you can make, you know, and you can incorporate your own thoughts, your own design, and make it your own, make it your unique. Set apart, right? And that's what we want. We want to be set apart from everybody else. And although everybody is, you know, that does this, you know, in a professional or a serious manner, you know, that's great. And you know, I'm an artist at heart, so I always try to be very creative, very keeping structural in mind, wind load, dead load, and live load. So that's the three things that we always have to remember when we do a building, right? So okay, so this is what I wanted to show you, and you know, I'm sure we got all the answers here. We just got to find it and incorporate it into our structure. All right, okay, so this is what I have. I promised I'd show you that, and so we'll carry on from here. So, but this is, I love this little book. I just it's awesome how to take care of your forests, your wood. Okay then, we're going. I have some products that I've had now for a couple of years, so I'm going to be doing more of that. I have T-shirts, I have pullovers, and I have stickers, and I have a few other things. So maybe we'll get that out to subscribers here at some point, and as we develop the channel. All right. Thank you for taking part of this part here, and we'll catch you on the next video. Well, we're back down here at the camp, and I have some good news. I got all the timbers that I need for to continue on the cabin build. So that's awesome. However, I'm not going to be able to start this weekend. I'm going to be heading to BC. I'm going to be taking a dovetail course over the weekend. So to brush up my skills on that. I was at that same place. It's in Golden. I was there last year, and that's where I learned some more techniques in timber framing. So that's pretty cool. So, but this time I'm gonna go do some dovetail training. All right. Well, as you can see, we got quite a bit of snow here. I'll turn the camera around and you can have a look at the campsite. Okay, yeah, so this is what snow is coming in. It's been snowing pretty much all morning, light snow. I was down here earlier. I had to go get my scaffolding, and plus I got to unload the trailer I brought it in last night. Been a late trip, but here we go. It is plus 5 plus or minus 5 minus 4. So yeah, so we'll get going on this here next week. I'm glad to be able to get started on it. I gotta clean up the truck. So get all the tools out of the truck, and what I gotta do now is I gotta get access to these three the tie beams, and then these are the sill or the plates, top plates. So I gotta clear this area here and move everything over and pile these here, and I'll be able to get everything up on the floor when I need to. Yeah, so we got 18 4x8s. These are 4x8s by 14. I have 18 of them, and I have 3 8x8s by 16. Those will be the tie beams, and then of course we have the 8x8s by 20, and those are the top plates that the rafters will sit on. And then of course I got all my brace materials in there, so I'll be using that, and it's gonna look awesome. I'm gonna be coming down here within the next over the next 2 weeks, and we'll get lots done here hopefully, and that is the plan. Okay, well, I gotta clean my truck up, gotta take it and wash all that stuff off the truck, and make sure the oil is all good and tires are good, and get my truck cleaned up on the inside. I got a lot of tools in the cab, so I got to get all that out and clean it up so we can get ready and get out of here by tomorrow noon, and get busy on the course. Okay, well, I appreciate all the new subscribers again. It's amazing. I appreciate the interest. I'll keep doing this timber framing, and once I get this cabin done, I'm gonna tackle, hopefully we'll get going on some log construction, something different, so I can brush up my skills on that. So I took that I did some log construction years ago, but then I went and got certified on that back in 2020 from Pioneer Log Homes in Viet Schwaller. You might recognize that name. He is a reality TV show Timber King. So that's who I was trained by, Brett Schwaller. So he's a fantastic fellow. He's amazing, great teacher, amazing skills. So I followed Pioneer Log Homes for quite a few years, and by picking up one of their magazines and off a magazine rack, and just loved the beauty of the construction. So all these years later, there was an opportunity and I jumped at it. So that's where I went and spent 3 weeks is in Williams Lake and took the course. So it's amazing. So I have video clips of that, so maybe I can share some of that with you as well. So all right, well, thanks again. You take care. I'll see you next week after I come back from BC, and we'll get started on that. All right, then. Take care, and again, thank you so much for your
Waking up in the flower bed, the sun is up. Table set, we eat and drink. Body and bread, blood and wine. There's a time to live, time to die, and a time to be. Slow down and listen for a heartbeat. With everything in motion. Say a word, hold a hand. Life is not the sum of what we plan, but the in-between. This miracle of human life and the body and time that we occupy, it is all together sacred. Slow down, listen for a heartbeat. With everything in motion. Oh, here now. See the beauty that is woven in every single moment. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. Tomorrow's still a mystery. Don't worry about what you wear or eat. Just stop and smell the roses. Nothing here is guaranteed, but the love surrounding you and me, it will hold us together. Slow down and listen for a heartbeat. With everything in motion. Oh, here now. See the beauty that is woven in every single moment. In every single moment. Slow down and listen for a heartbeat. With everything in motion.